Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. Good morning. We're back. We're playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We're here on the island. We're in the tropics now. It should be obvious with the all the palm trees you'll see. If you didn't catch any of the YouTube videos, did 4 YouTube videos, I think, first 4, and went around and did gold hunting. We hunted up all the gold nuggets. And today we're going to do some selling and do a little catch up with what's going on. Sun's coming up. Nice sunrise. Or that's the moon. No, the sun's over there. Sun's not up yet. That's the moon. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Do. Alright, so we will get going here. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Fuzzy. What we're going to do first things first today, we're going to sell wood chips. I've got 2 Brooks chippers per tractor here. And we'll get these rolling here. Let's check the price. Not like there's any competition out there, because there's only one sell point here. Yes, finally figured out the secret to getting up the rocky tower thing. Honestly, it kind of looks like the Castle of the Wicked Witch of the West to me, more than a mountain or anything like that. Yeah, let's see, 989, I think. 988, 989. I think we're just gonna go ahead and sell. It's the only place where you really can sell, so he's kind of in position here. This front one going first. And let's see, I need to switch to the back. Get that kind of... Nope, that's not the back, is it? Here's the back. Okay, so I'll start with that. Switch back to the front. Get that going. Alright, we go get the Claws tractor lined up now. Going good, Adam. Good morning. Alright, get that one rolling. Go. And get that. Alright, so we're selling the wood chips. It almost doesn't look like wood chips. It looks like we're selling Hershey's chocolate syrup. It's very shiny. I think it's just the lighting though. But we should make a nice pretty little penny off of this, and then we'll... I did take out like, what, 300,000 in loan, I think? Just to cover some operational stuff. Maybe 500,000. Does that say 5 or 3? I think that might be 5. Yeah, it looks like 500,000. So we'll pay that back. And then we need to buy a couple of trucks, I think, would be good. And then buy some land. Morning, Twitchy. How's it going? Yeah, this will take a minute. I guess while we're doing that, I'll give you guys a little fly around update. So here's the shop. Mowed a lot of grass. We bought this area down through here, cut a lot of trees. Obviously, we've got a lot of wood chips. So we bought these fields all the way to the beach down on the west end here. And here's the farm that I have built so far. There's some more trees down up here. I'll probably come get those real quick. Here comes Fuzzy in. Funny that this one takes so long to load. It may just be because you haven't been in yet. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. I've got 3 harbor store silos here for silage processing. Built the ICUS small little farmhouse slash shed. It does have the sleep trigger and everything in it. Got our bale shed here. So this is kind of the start. This is the road that I built up to this. Cleared out all these trees, mowed all this. Everywhere you can see the brown on the ground, that's where trees were. So in the long run, we'll probably end up coming in and plowing that up. We're going to get rid of a lot of rocks. A lot of the big stones and stuff. Not the great big ones, but like the smaller stuff like this that are just kind of in the way. We'll probably end up getting rid of rocks like that. Alright, what are we up to? 8 million? 6 million? Can't really see that. 8 million. Yeah, we're almost to 9 million. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start paying that loan back before I forget. I still wish I could just say, okay, Farm Sim, pay back my loan. Pay back 500,000 on my loan, and then it would just do it. All right, loan is paid back. Kind of curious to see how much we make off of this. Floss will be the last one. Alright, fence is almost finished. Fence is finished. And the survey said $11,870,000. Not a bad payday, if I do say so myself. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up these last trees that are currently down. And then we'll sell those and then probably sleep a little bit. Good morning, welcome in. Back to the front one. Oh, there's a little save. The saves are not bad, not like they are on a 16X. I can't really say too much about them now. Although I will say we probably won't be doing any more 16X maps. We just haven't had any good luck with them. Come on, log. Get in there. You gotta hit them just at the right angle. Can't believe I've got a neighbor out there mowing their lawn already. They started mowing before 7 a.m. I guess they got somewhere they gotta be today. There's a few more kind of just laying out here. Actually in pieces. Now I've got another little one laying right there. Kind of remember where some of these smaller ones are. Alright. There were all trees out here too. They're gone now. Alright, let's go sell this last little bit. Get the moonset and the sunrise in one shot. That'd make a good thumbnail right there. Kind of like a Star Wars moment. Hang on. I gotta do it. Get up here, get up on your truck, tractor. I really should have put that thing down. Yeah, let me put that thing down. Zoom out far enough. Okay, that's enough. Reminds me of the Binary Sunset when Luke was, standing there. That little bit real quick. Alright, we paid back our loan. This will give us just a little extra. Maybe in the amount of the loan that we paid back. Maybe not quite that much, I don't know, we'll see. almost 435,000. Might as well say 436. Round it up. Not too shabby. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna park these in here. And I'll drop these brush chippers off. Kind of put them in the back for now. Okay. And I'll grab the front weights for these. That one, and then I've got a drawbar. Whoop, before I run it over. I've got a drawbar here. This thing definitely helps out with this and other implements to kind of extend it away from the tractor. So you put that drawbar on the back, and if it's a any kind of pin hitch or single hitch equipment, not a 3-point, then it definitely helps. Because without this, when you hook this, especially this trailer up, when you hook it up, the wheels will hit the thing, the A hitch there, and this puts it further away from the tractor, so that when you turn wider with it, you can make a wider or closer turn with it, and the tires and the frame won't hit. So, all right, let's go over here. Some of these grass bales out and put this other one. I may stop ejecting the bales out of the baler because it does this. It'll resize them, and then depending on their size, it separates them into different categories. Where's my main one at? It's not there yet. How many times? There it is. There's the main one. So there's 189 bales that are 6,500 liters. That's the maximum that I can take out there. I'm gonna go dump these in this other one right here. The other ones are, I think the silage on them is full, so we need to buy a truck and probably go ahead and just sell the silage. The third one down here was the last one that I built. Oh boy. Tried to line these up the best I could. Make this gravel lot out here a little wider too. Fuzzy standing where it's warm while it's snowing. Is there any more back in there? Oh yeah, there's still some more in there. See if I can get them all out of here. I don't know that it'll take them all, but we can try. So these are the 6500s, and this holds 40 bales. Hey Siri, what is 6500 times 40?
It's 260,000.
260,000. So we can haul 260,000 liters with the bale trailer here. Or am I full? I'm full. Keeping an eye on the weather forecast. Yeah, the weather channel's on the big screen inside there, so. And I think that's all this will hold. No? The other two, okay. This one is the third one. So we'll back this up to this one and put this grass in there. We got lots of room for grass. There's a lot of grass on this map, a lot of meadow grass on this map. We will need to plow up some field and put in some corn so we can have the silage too. Alright, we're finally empty. No more bales. Go put some of these in one and some of these in the other, and then we'll get a truck and sell some silage. Probably get a couple of trucks. Sell some silage. Or get a truck and I've got a pickup wagon that holds, got the same capacity on it. Might get a truck and a pickup wagon. Which, you know, it's not that big of a difference from the forage pickup wagon to the bale trailer. The pickup wagon will hold 240, and the bale trailer will hold 260. So it's a little bit more with the bale trailer. But if we want to use the pickup wagon, that's fine too. Alright, let's do it. Let's go get a truck. I think I'll buy a couple of trucks. I think I'm going to go a route that I have not gone yet and get a Mercedes. And we will just deck it out. Put all the bells and whistles on it. Front guard. Yep. Yeah, we'll just do the plastic part there. Grill color. I kind of like the black. Mirrors, we'll make those black. I'm not all about the, extra painted stuff. Beacon lights, you bet. We'll just do dual since it is a truck. Main color. I think we'll just get 2. We could do one cloth green since we're doing kind of the cloth Fendt thing. And the rim color, we'll just make that. I think the Fendt red and the cloth red hubs are about the same. And since there's no other traffic on this island, we're not going to do any plates either. We're going to be breaking the law. Alright, so there's one. So now the only thing I should need to change on this as far as colors is make it a Fendt green. We'll do the new Fendt green. Alright. So now we need the semi-trailer. Got a special one added in here. And should I do this in different colors too? See what it looks like. Cloth green. Make that white. Where's the regular white? And then red caps. No plate. Alright, and now what color? I think the Fendt is about the same. Got a white cap on it too. I could do black with it. I think there's probably more black on it than... Yeah, I'll just do black. Alright, Fendt Nature, not John Deere, Fendt Nature. And then we'll just do... jet black. And then the rim colors we'll make just red. Oh, I gotta take the plate off. Almost forgot. Alright. Tab down to the shop, Fuzzy. Pick your poison. That's one thing about this shop is it's a tight spot. Some of the stuff that you buy and spawn in here, it launches very close to the shop. And the only ones that are gonna have silage in them are the ones in the front, so the first two. No, not grass, no. I done messed up. Hey, Ron. I'm gonna dump this back in there. I just went to the first thing that came up. Not grass. We want the silage. Alright, while that is filling, $7 a.m. somewhere, right? Got to move some stuff. I got my next one's in line, ready to go. Got a thing of Gatorade over here. Alright, let's sell some silage. I think what I'm going to do too, I'm going to bring in palm trees to line this drive all the way to the shop. I had to download some palm trees out of the mod hub. Since this is a Stevie trailer, it's got the extra flashy lights on the back. So I guess in big news today, or recent big news, apparently the rumor has it that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be available for pre-order on the 18th, which should be Monday. Apparently there's like 6 different options for buying it too, if you pre-order it. This is only for the console people. Won't come to PC for a while, at least until 2027. The rumor is early 2027, but apparently there's only going to be one console bundle, and that's going to be with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now that might change, but PlayStation kind of signed an exclusive deal with Take-Two and Rockstar to have some, I guess privileges with Grand Theft Auto 6. And that might be one of them. I don't think I'm going to go back to PlayStation though, because if you even did Xbox, the one thing with the Xbox is they're getting rid of their online pay to play online. So with PlayStation you'll still have to pay unless they change their policy, to compete with Xbox. I'm probably still gonna hold off until it comes to PC, because PC you don't really have to worry. I say that now, unless I get offered a deal that I just can't refuse. Hey, the sun's coming up more. Woo, bright too. Did I start this other one? Nope, I need to get them started. Get them all started back up. Alright, now we're making salad again. thing about this map is that's unique is you'll be able to see the sunrise and sunsets on the horizon and the moonrise and the moonsets on the horizon. I'm glad I built up here where I built that because it's nice and flat up here. Looks like there might be just a little bit left. Not quite another full load, but pretty close. Actually, I'm gonna say that's not even a full load. That's I'm not even gonna worry about that last little bit. Only 57,000 liters there. We'll wait till we get back up to where we have a few truckloads to sell. Okay, though, we're fixing to advance on into, I think, April. Because that's when we can mow again. And then we're going to buy some land as well. Need to build another shed up here to park some of the larger equipment in. We're gonna need a planter and a plow and all kinds of stuff like that. I think we'll get that eventually, but probably first things first is buy the land and then mow the grass, because you know we have the grass we can The good thing is we can store the bales. That's why I kind of want to stick to the baling, because it's easier to store the bales. Alright, so I'm just going to park that right there, put my cover on. Not that it matters because it's still open in the back. Alright. This in the front. Good night, tractors. Well, if I can get in the bedroom. There we go. Alright, so I say we go to 8 o'clock the next day. Well, needs to be the next day, doesn't it? Let's do it again. Had a little 14-minute nap there. Just like in real life. No more game crashes. I think it was just the map. I don't think it was maybe even the balers. Because those balers are from Giants. I think it was just that map. Something about it. It might have been we were trying to do too much. It may just be too much for the game to handle at one time. But I have not had any more crashes. So... Alright, what's on sale? Is anything on sale? There's another baler, but it's not one of the balers that we use right now, so... On into February. No, we do 3-day months. Yeah, we do 3. I like this picture. Is that the farm? That looks like the farm from the artwork from 22. You know, like on the cover of 22. And that's the FS25 trailer there. Oh, that's the same farm in winter. I did notice that there's some Xbox controllers out here next to the remote on the table, so we can play Farm Sim when the weather's bad. We got that at least. And we've got toast over here too. Make me a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Alright, so everything, let me just check this stuff. We can't put any more grass in there because we don't have any grass right now. I think I want to go ahead and get into March and then maybe buy some land, and then we'll probably go mow in April. So let's go to March. Nothing really great on sale that we're looking for. February 3rd. Nothing really. We'll go to March. Hopefully get out of all this snow. Very strange for it to snow in the tropics. You don't see that too often. Oh, is that another? Man, that's another one of them trailers. We just bought 2 brand new ones and now there's one on sale. 71% off. That's a pretty good deal too. Alright, how's the weather looking outside? Not bad. So we'll do a little quick fly around here for you guys that haven't seen the island. This is where we built our farm up here. Gonna be definitely expanding this and building more stuff. Then we built the road that goes all the way from the farm down to the shop area here, and this is where we export everything. And then we own quite a bit of land up here. A lot of land out this way that we do not own yet, so we will be acquiring this pretty soon. And then probably going this way and buying a lot of this pretty soon, because there's a lot of grass up here. Clear out some of these trees. Lots and lots and lots and lots of grass. Alright, I think I'm going to go to 10 a.m. Maybe get it a little brighter out there. Oh no. Well, that plan kind of backfired. Let's just go on into the next day. It started raining. Let's just go on into March 2nd. Do 10 a.m. March the 2nd. Alright. Grass is not regrown yet. Hoping it will be in April. Should look a little better than that. But again, it should be ready to go in April. Should be. It doesn't look like it's really doing that great, does it? Ooh, there's a big deer on sale, but we're not doing deer here. Okay, so let's go look at some land. So we own this strip right here that goes westwardly here. Good morning, welcome in. We own pretty much the lots kind of north in a column away from the shop there. What I want to do is buy the grass down here, all these lots right here that are right next to like the beach and in between there. So I want to get those. Then I think we'll get on into April. Hopefully the grass will be ready to mow again then. So not all of these are 40,000. Most of the lots that are entire lots are going to be 40,000, but some of these are less than that because they don't have. Some of them are water and they don't have that revenue sitting there on the ground like grass and trees and such. So lots like that, like these out here, I probably won't. I probably won't even bother buying those. Unless you landscape out into the water, there's really not any point in buying those, I don't think. Unless you want to build like a dock or something out there. Maybe put some offshore windmills. I wonder if you can do that. That'd be interesting. Do like some off the shore windmills. Alright, so everywhere there's grass, we'll buy that. Like this lot here, I don't see any really real reason of having that. Unless you wanted to put like an ice cream stand on the beach or something, you know? Alright. So we still got $11 million. We could almost maybe buy the whole map. But we probably won't do that. We're going to buy some equipment too. So I think we need to go north over here where all this grass is at. Let's fly around over there. Kind of show that a little more. So here's the land that we just bought. All this out front here. And the lots that we're looking at buying are going to be from this line up. So we'll get a lot of trees. And we'll definitely get a lot of grass. Clear out some of these trees and then we can replant it. Either do grass or something else. Again, probably come back in and remove some of these rocks. Probably not the big ones though. So like the big tower rock over here, probably leave that. And probably some of the more unique rocks that have like the bunkers and caves and stuff that go under them. Probably leave those. Just because they're kind of unique and they're not really in the way. We've got enough land out here with trees and grass and stuff, but a rock like that's just sitting out there in the middle with, nothing going on. Probably get rid of those. Alright, let's buy that land and going up that way. And again, see that one's only 17,009. Just because it doesn't have a lot of grass sitting on it. Go ahead and buy these here because I think there's enough grass there that sitting just right on the edge. But probably like that one there. You never really know until you actually get down there and start working the ground. But if there's any grass that it won't let us like mow or something like that, we may have to pick those up. Can't believe my AC's running. It must be getting pretty warm outside. I think it's supposed to be like over 90 degrees coming up. I think they said Sunday. All right, and then we will look. I think there's some pretty good space around this side too. So maybe start buying out east. from the farm there. Probably buy maybe around this big hill over here. Not directly on it. Yeah, see just a little bit of sliver right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that lot too. That one's not that expensive. That one's only 6,000. That's not bad. But it's just that little corner. It's just enough to, you know, be like, well, you don't own this land when we get down to it. And probably down here. Okay, and then maybe just out from the back side of the farm there, go ahead and buy these squares here. And then kind of looking up where the grass goes in, I'm going to go ahead and buy this column here. All right. And probably buy these few three right here. And I kind of like the way these look. This area is nice and straight. There's some trees over there to remove, but I think we can do maybe a little smoothing over there and have some pretty good land over there. But we bought quite a bit so far, so let's stop there. We'll go ahead and go into April and see if we can cut some grass. And we'll make it, what time is it now? It's 8 a.m., so we can go to 8 a.m. Yeah, it's supposed to be over 90 here. I think they said it's either today or tomorrow, Sean. So it's gonna get pretty warm. I'd rather have consistent, 72, 73 degree weather, something mid 70s. How long you been playing FS25? When did it release? November 24? Or was it like November 17th or November 19th of 24? That's how long we've been playing 25. Ooh, there's a Kloss combine on sale. What is that? The Lexion 6900. It's not a bad little combine. I don't know that we'll have much use right away right now for a like a standard crop combine, because we're probably looking more at a forage harvester and grass work stuff. All right, I think we'll just go ahead and go into April. Let's do it. Do 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 do. Wow thing. Do 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 do. Wow thing. Do 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 do. All right. You know what? It's April now. I can change my attire. Ooh, there's another Kloss tractor. I think that's actually on our list. It might work. We might get another tractor here. Get a couple. We might get a couple more tractors. Another Fendt and another Kloss. That Kloss there. Ain't bad. 56% off either. Let's see. I was gonna change my clothes. Need to change. Take my coat off. Not heavy winter anymore. I'm gonna go back to the old-fashioned t-shirt and jeans. Yay! All right. So equivalent-wise, which tractor was that? That's the Axion 960 920. Is that a large tractor? Yeah, it's that one right there. And there's the Terra Track, but we can go with that for now. So the 960 920, yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. That's a 445 horsepower tractor. Go ahead and make it 445. I think we'll stick with the trail bores and do the wide with weights. And of course, no plate. All right, now we need to find the Fendt equivalent. So that was under large tractors. I think this one would be the closest. We have one 1000 already. I think the next one up is the Fendt 900. Although it doesn't have the 445 horsepower, I think this is probably the equivalent to the Kloss we just bought. So 415, wide tires with weights, design line. Oh no, that just makes it that. Okay. Black Beauty. Nah, I think we'll stick with the traditional. And then the Fendt color is the Fendt red for the little rims, and then we'll take the plates off. All right, got two new tractors. Well, one's used, so they're not really technically new. All right, let's check the grass. I don't think that's ready to mow yet. Because it would look like that. I would think. Yeah, it's not as tall as that. I think we're going to have to go into May before we mow this. It is not ready. I can look at this over here. This should look the same where we just bought the land. Yeah. I don't think the grass is ready to mow. think it would be tall like that, not short like that. So let's sleep again. I think we're going to May. How are our things doing over there? I haven't checked on them. Yep, they're done. Done processing. So I'm going to shut those down. It's almost, no, it's still just after 8 o'clock. Farm tour, please, if you have a chance. We are in the very early stages of our farm. Do a little flyover of it here. So here's where you start. This is the shop. This is the only sell point on the map on the island. It's down here at the dock. One sell point. So we built a road that goes north straight out of the shop. And this is up on a hill, and it's flat up on top of this hill. So this is where we decided to build our farm. So we've got 3 harvester silos so far. Got a bale shed, and then we've got this this building. This is from Icus. I think this is one of the early on ones that he did. But this does have the living quarters in it. So it's got bathroom, bedrooms. There's 2 separate bedrooms. It's got a nice parking area to park just our current tractors in. Probably will end up building more, but we are going to expand this. So we're going to probably throw some more gravel down there. Probably expand this forward here, and then definitely expand it backwards out here. So we'll probably build another shop either immediately behind here or back in here somewhere. Ooh, there's a planter on sale, but yeah, I think we'll hold off on that. That's a really big planter. Really, you need more kind of flat-ish ground for that. Alright, let's go sleep again. Is this like a survival map? No. It's more like sandals. It's more like a vacation getaway, but we're not really we don't really know how to vacation right. So we came down here for vacation, we're leaving for the farming or staying for the farming. Well, it's not May yet, doy. Need to get one more day. Let me check the sales. Nah. I do like this map because there's 2 versions of this map when you download it. There's a map version that has some pre-made fields that it's just really just small fields that you can expand out from if you wanted to start that way. Or you can start with this version of the map that we're on. Now it is a 4X map, so this is probably going to be PC only. They only give you 1 grass field, and it's right down by the shop. So there's no pre-made fields here. And the only pre-made field is this 1 grass field down by the shop. That's it. The other map, the other version of this map that comes with this one when you download it, it gives you like multiple, like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that, just in different locations across the island. But they're small fields. The fields I think are about the size of one of the blocks. So you can expand them from there on out if you want to, merge them together. But we're starting with all pretty much uncreated fields. Right now we've got meadow grass. All right, we are in May. Say that's the in-game truck there. How do we look? Is it ready? Kind of hard to tell. I think that's ready to cut. It's meadow grass, so it's really hard to tell. I think that's ready to cut. I don't know, we could go into June. See if it gets any taller. It looks like it might be in another different kind of stage, but again, it is meadow grass, so if we want to really get serious into the grass business, we're probably going to have to do some plowing. Let's go to June. We don't have like anything else going on. We don't have any soybeans, you know, we'll just focus on grass for now and then plow up and plant corn later. Steven, good morning. How's it going? Meadow grass is not like if you have a field that you've, you know, purposely planted in grass and you do it right and you roll it, you run the grass roller on it and everything like that, you can mow that field 3 times a year. You can mow it in April, you can mow it in July, and then you can mow it in October. But meadow grass is different. I really like this bathroom over here too. Look how nice and clean and modern that looks. Like all marble. Really fancy for a farm bathroom. I like it though. You know what? I did not check the sales. Oh man, why can't some of this stuff go on sale while we're oh, we'll do that again sometime in the future. There's a lot of great maps that are in the pipeline right now. As to when they'll be released, I do not know. I don't even think the map authors that are making them know. Just really kind of boils down to when they, you know, get closer to getting them done. It is May 3rd, so the next one should be June. And we'll go take a look at our grass out here. Comes the rain. One of those tropical island rains. Ooh. Oh. I guess our windows are tinted. How do I close this? Here we go. I guess the windows on the door is tinted because it looks dark outside. Then when you open it up, not so much. Okay. It is a little cloudy outside too. Okay, now it looks ready. Now it definitely looks ready. It looks like it's way more ready, more grown up, mature grass to mow. All right, let's do it. Kind of almost want a drawbar for this thing too. might go pick one up. Yeah, it takes, this is not a 3-point. So let me run down to the shop real quick. Good to go. So that took all the way to June, where normally it takes till April. I think it might be smart to mow this right now and then maybe plow it up if we get it merged and baled. Quick. Hey, look, there's another Fendt tractor on sale. Go to buy the drawbar. I'm trying to remember, did we go with gray? I think it was gray for the other one. It doesn't cost anything to repaint it, so. I think it's the same color as the weight. Really, we probably need to get a pressure washer to clean this up. This thing's dirty. Alright, all the hoses connect. We should be good to go. Now that's a mower. Yep, that's a mower. That's available in the mod hub. I think this is for everybody. I think they have this on console too. And you can customize the colors on it. Kind of made this one to match the Closs tractor. Just gonna manual steer this around for right now. And I'll start doing probably straight east and west on this when I get back around. This can merge the grass too. Toggle work mode. Swath dropping. Widespread. Swath dropping. I can't see what it says. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Fuzzy, you might be out of a job. You might merge that little bit I've already cut there. But this is merging, and I guess it's getting all the grass that I'm cutting. It says single swath. And then there's widespread, which is what we were on. Swath dropping. I think that just drops it in for each deck, right? So I'd have like, what, 5 different swaths? But he said, see you all next week. Or you can do single swath. Let me try swath dropping and see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's what it does. Yeah, so it still drops it as like the individual swaths for each deck. I'm just gonna do the single swath then. So you should be able to just follow up behind me with the baler then. Wish I had known that before I mowed all that over there. That'd have made this a whole lot easier. Alright, I can just kind of let that run there. I'm gonna... Orange soda this time. That should make it a whole lot easier on the baler too, not merging it all into a thicker row. I think I can put my steering assist on here now. Walking in at the 90. Then I'm gonna have to go around these trees over here when I get over to that grass over yonder. But yeah, bring the plow in here and make some pre-made lines for a field here. Maybe keep some of it in grass, especially where the hill is here. Because you really don't, I don't know, maybe you could, it's not that steep of a hill. I could probably put some corn on that. We've planted worse on corn. As long as there are not like any huge boulders up here. Like, you know, the real big ones. I don't think there are any. I think all of those are really back in the north there. Oh, does it really? Yeah, we haven't streamed since then, have we? I need to change that then real quick. Yeah, no, we went to Owendale for a minute. Let me change that. Row. Ronîda Island 4X. It is Ronîda, right? I think I spelled it right. Yes. Is it out? I don't know. I'll go ahead and buy a couple more pallets, but we definitely need to do the silage additive. All right, there's a couple at the shop there. Yeah, the Michigan maps are great. Owendale, we played Owendale. Owendale's pretty fun. Frankenmuth was good. We played Frankenmuth 4X back in 22. We played Frankenmuth 4X and what was that other one? Was it Prairie Plain? Was it Plainsview or something like that? That we played back in the day. Ronîda Island 4X. Is that what I put? I think that's what I think that's how I spelled it out. We have 15 minutes from Frankenmuth and about 30 minutes from Owendale. So seeing these maps is basically my backyard. That's nice. I think that's nice that there are some map makers out there that make maps for areas near your location. Kind of nice to be able to farm like basically your home region, your home state. I know there's a lot of them based on real locations. Gage, Kentucky was a really nice map. I really like that one because of the detail that it had. I think Alma, Missouri, probably. I'm really so looking forward to the 4X Alma, Missouri map. He's currently working on it. I like how on this map, when you get closer to the beach, you can hear the waves crashing. If you ever need to take a break, you can come down here and just listen to the waves crash on the shore up on the beach. All I need is that drink with the umbrella. Wonder will that show up in chat if I do that? That one right there. That's the one I need. That little drink with the umbrella in it. Morning, Trent. Morning, Papa C Farming. Pina colada? Is that what that is? I don't know. I don't know if it's a pina colada or like a glass of rum or some other kind of drink. It's definitely tropical because when you look at it, it's got an umbrella and it's got a straw in it, and it definitely looks like something you would serve on the beach. If you like pina coladas, get caught in the rain. And I don't know all the words, and I'm going insane. If you want to play some farm sim, you got to load up the grain. If you want to have a big win, you get to fertilize just the same. Pina coladas or margarita? Ooh, margarita. Yep, could be a margarita. I don't know that. Normally your margaritas, they don't look like that. Specifically, that looks like a. I would say that's probably closer to maybe rum because it's more of a brownish hue kind of. flying around here. So we can take out these trees here. And then continue this field over at least to this hill. There's not any rocks on this hill, so if we could do some smoothing on this. Take a little bit of smoothing. Smooth down like the rough spots on it. We might be able to farm some of this. We might be able to maybe mow it, but it's going to definitely take some smoothing. Big time smoothing. This over here, not so much. All we'd have to do is get rid of that big boulder. And I think there's another little boulder down here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Get rid of that. And then if you go north over here, we'll leave the pond. We're not going to touch the pond. A few little areas out here that could use some smoothing, but for the most part, looks all right. I think it's workable to work a lot of this area. That boulder can go. Smooth that little mound down there. Maybe do some flattening. Because you see how it's kind of flat all the way around it? And the tool won't go any bigger as far as the smoothing goes, so maybe run the flattener right through there and then just do some smoothing around the flattened areas that we flatten. That would be pretty expensive though, I think. Love being called into work on a Saturday to come to find out we aren't doing anything. Why'd they call you then? How do they call you into work if you're not working? Although, I would say if I got called into work, it'd be nice just to be called in just to sit there and not do anything. Usually, if I get called in, it's because it's excessively busy, and that means you're going to be working. Or it's some kind of problem or something, you know, somebody had a family emergency and had to leave or something like that. Oh, okay. Gonna go spray and then it started raining. I saw where there's fixing to be some pretty intense weather up that way. Or, well, maybe not directly up that way, but kind of Kansas, western Missouri, central Missouri, maybe a little bit. There's supposed to be some weather, I think. Maybe some storms and stuff. I know they're having the 30th anniversary Twister thingamabop out there somewhere. I think they're, I want to say they might be holding it in Wakita, but don't quote me on that. But they're having a whole big, it's like a big shindig where they're doing like, they got the Twister Museum up there, and they've got a lot of people coming in. It's like a big party, like a tailgate, and then they're gonna have a lot of the Twister vehicles there, and still can't believe that Philip Seymour Hoffman and Bill Paxton are gone. Bill and Dusty. It's actually looking kind of there's light outside, but it's looking like it's getting kind of dark outside here. Check my radar, see if anything's out there. I don't think it's supposed to do anything today. Oh wow, there is rain out there. Huh. I hadn't even looked outside today. There's rain on the radar. Oh. Look at that. Oh yeah, it looks like it's maybe storming up there around north, kind of northwest of John there. Yeah, I think that was Edwardsville, where we were talking about the farms in Madison County. I think that's where that's at. Kind of north of there. That around, I'm just gonna do what I did on that other end down there. Actually, I could back up all the way to those trees over there. Let me actually line it up over here. You know, the only thing missing right now from this map is some type of steel drum accompaniment. It'd have to be some copyright-free steel drum music to put it on the stream, but that'd be nice. That'd be cool to be able to go down to the beach and listen to somebody play the steel drums. I'm gonna do a loop around this thing. I've got the Puerto Rico song stuck in my head too. I think half the videos on my socials have been that Puerto Rico song. Kind of catchy though. And apparently the one that is popular right now is maybe not the original, because there's an original version of the song that doesn't sound as like cleaned up or modern as the new one does, and it's longer. So it's like 3 minutes and so many seconds, whereas the newest one, I think, the one that we've all heard, is only like 2 minutes flat. I don't know, maybe that's because I don't know if it's faster or what, if they just cut some of the song out, maybe. Maybe there's a section of the song that's instruments only or something like that they cut out. I don't know. But again, kind of catchy. I have to add it to my tropical, I guess, playlist. Isn't Puerto Rico, isn't that tropical? It's down there somewhere. Isn't it in the Caribbean? Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. I don't know all the words. I'm not even gonna try to attempt to sing it. I hear it in my head. I hear like the beat. There you go, Fuzzy. I got you a little something other than just straight back and forth there. I did a little loop around the boulder island of trees there. I might go up there and go around up that way too, because there's a lot of grass over there. Might do that on the way back. What? Am I not lined up? Nope, not lined up at all. I'm on the next pass over, so I have to come back that pass. Maybe I'll beat Fuzzy down there and he'll be on that pass, and then I'll be mowing that pass. Well, Jeff, I'm glad you told me about this. I did not know that this thing would swath. I just thought it was a straight-on mower. Am I trying to get you lost? No, if I want to get you lost, I'll mow and drive into one of the caves up there. That's a great way to get lost. Just drive off into one of the caves. If I had a smaller mower, I could literally probably mow up into the cave. Although your baler might get stuck in there, being so tall. Alright, I'm gonna go on a little walkabout. What? I don't own this land. I don't own that land. Interesting. Well, this land is your land. Oh, wait, it's my land. I'll just go ahead and buy these. I don't think I'm gonna fit in between there. Go around this one single tree out here. Let's see, if I go straight north from there, I ought to just go ahead and buy this column here. Go ahead and get that one too. I'm surprised it's letting me mow right there because I'm technically across the line. I'll just go ahead and get it. Yeah, technically I'm across the line, or was across the line right there. I'm surprised it let me mow that. Ooh, there's a tree that I won't be able to miss. Gotta see where the cutoff is here. Right there. Yeah, might as well go ahead and buy these. Make a loop around this. Might as well go ahead. Are we already 2 hours and 30 minutes in? Doesn't feel like it. Good morning, Mossy Oak. How you doing? Didn't mean that to sound like Joey at all. It just came out like it just came out that way. How are you this morning? That's, how you? Not how you doing? No. Alright, well I think I'm gonna stop right there. And it's time for me to take my first break. I'll let you guys enjoy the sights and sounds and let me go over here to the beach and let you enjoy the sounds of the waves crashing out here under this palm tree. Alright. So I'm gonna take my first break and then I shall return. You guys over on YouTube, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to you guys and see you in the next video. Always remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll catch you later, YouTube.